sign on a house caused quite a stir in a quiet lakeside community in North Jersey. Our own Monica Guy is in Wayne, where anti-Islamic flyers were distributed throughout the community.
Bill, the house behind me is undergoing major renovations, and part of that work includes an Arabic script written above the front door. It reads, "What God has willed, God blessed." Simple words, right? Well, not if you're the person who sent out these flyers. They reference the house on Lake Drive West that was recently purchased by Dr. Mahmoud Al-Hassana, calling it un-American. Well, I spoke with neighbors who disagree.
You believe in freedom of one religion, you gotta believe it the whole way, you know what I mean?
That's what America is, if you put your Easter flag up or you put your statue of St. Francis outside, that's you being American. This is just their way of being American.
One woman I spoke with who didn't want to give her name disagrees.
I was appalled by it. I don't know what it says, and I don't think it should be allowed in our town. I really don't. Because I don't. I just don't think it's appropriate.
Twice a year, the private homeowners association that handles issues around the lake has a meeting. Well, there just happened to be a meeting last night. Now, there are some bylaws governing exterior decorations, but I'm told by the mayor's office that the script doesn't break any of those rules. But nonetheless, there is concern about exactly what the script says.
All things under God or all things under Allah?
It's the same thing.
No, it's not. No, it's not. The way I understand it, Allah is a vengeful God, and our God is a loving God.
I asked the Islamic Society of America to explain that.
Allah is, of course, Arabic. It literally translates as the God. Christians speak Arabic, and there are a lot of those, refer to God as Allah. Christians, Jews, and Muslims all do worship the God of Abraham.
Al-Hassana and his family have lived in the community for several years already, and they still plan on moving into this house once the renovations are done. Reporting for Chasing News, I'm Monica Guy. Bill?
Thanks, Monica. All right, let's bring back tonight's 8+ panel. Republican strategist Jeanette Hoffman and Democratic strategist Bill Caruso. Jeanette, I'll start with you on this. I'm skeptical anytime things like this happen. We've heard of too many fake hate crimes. We've had students on campus doing this. It just seems odd in a community in Wayne on the lake that you'd have somebody that would have an anonymous letter like this. I don't know. I'm just skeptical. That's all. What do you think?
Yeah, I think just everybody needs to take a deep breath and relax and just wait for all the facts to come out in the situation.
Let's say it's real, okay, and somebody's bothered by this, and I think it's silly that they are. That's a beautiful message, and we understand it. We know it's not, but it's on the front of somebody's house, okay, in a residential area. And this may be their warped way of complaining about the fact that there's something on somebody's house.
I don't know what the zoning rules are, or I should say the club rules. The homeowners association may have rules.
It'll be investigated. Yeah, we don't know what the homeowner rules are. I think it's going to be investigated. I think we'll get to the bottom of it. We'll figure it out. But people just need to calm down.
I'm just a little sick and tired of people blowing it up. All of a sudden, everybody's a victim. You hear these big words thrown around. This is anti-Muslim. First of all, it's Arabic writing. There's no religious message on that other than God in general.
Right, and if it were any other language, right, there wouldn't be so much outrage over this.
I would think so, but again, it's low-hanging fruit. It's easy to put something out like that and say, look at me, I'm a victim.
Listen, we've had people be outraged by the message that hate has no home here, and that sometimes has a different connotation to different people, but it's a simple message. Hate has no home here. Who's arguing with that, right? Like,
Now, there's a political agenda behind those signs.
Somebody would have a problem with it.
Thank you, Bill. Different issue. Yeah. Next show. Thanks, guys.
Don't get started.